Twitch, let me know you can see me. YouTube, let me know you can see me. I'm having all manner of technical issues. But I think we are now live on both. Let me know if you can't see me on either of them. That's probably the best way to play this, isn't it? Are we all good? I think we're all good. I don't know what happened there. It was just refusing to go live on YouTube. I turned the computer off and on again, and miraculously we are now seemingly live on both. So yeah, good old turn it off and on again. I'm now having to load up Football Manager and do all that other stuff because I had to turn my computer off and on again. I'll lower the mat signal. Turned the computer off and on again. Seems to have fixed it. False. No. False. No. We had Glade and then Class. Let's try one more time. False. No, not fake. Fourth time. False. Yay! Alarm. I hate autocorrect. It's ridiculous. Right. Let's get Football Manager back open. How are we all? Are we all good? Are we all right? Did you all enjoy that? I just like to mix things up a bit occasionally by pretending I'm not a genius. I've had 2 cups of coffee today, as you can see. We need to move those out of the way, so we don't need that muck while streaming. Have I shown you my large one yet? My big boy. The big boy. In the big boy, I've now graduated to using it out of a jar. Would you call this a jar? The jars are so good, they come with their own little spoon in, like baby formula. So I don't have to find a spoon when I'm scooping. This is the lemon, honey and black tea, which is my second favourite. In the flask, it's not actually tea. I've got peach hydration juice. And my favourite is still the other one. What's the other flavour I like? Lime, mint and matcha is the best one, officially. That's the best one. Right. Hello, boys and girls. How are we doing? Should we do a YouTube intro? My desk is a mess. I've been in here all day. Oh, my thumb hurts from too much Animal Crossing. It's all going wrong. I'm flustered. I am flustered. That's not your YouTube intro. Right, boys and girls. We are now days after the latest FM26 patch came out. I still haven't scored a corner. So I know I might have mentioned it once or twice last time out, but our 100% only goal, our only plan for tonight is score a corner. It's all we care about. It's all we're here for. We're going to do a corner. Which I suppose means we need to just check that our set piece instruction isn't bonkers. Sack the set piece coach. I think we get rid of this. We're going back to what got us here. We are going to load. Have I got all my routines saved? Load all routines. Meaty corners. Because the only way to do proper science is to try the system that worked before. But we plug the big meaty boys in. We plug our new corner taker in. And we hope it works. And then we see what happens. That aside, the season is going really rather well. As you can see, 15 games in. We're second in the league. We're second in the league without even needing the corners. Imagine how good we would be if we started scoring corners. Because, yeah, okay, he's a meaty boy. But none of those goals have been from corners. But the rest of them, this is basically a vegetarian squad. There's no meat here in this goal scorers chart. All the meat's down here not scoring goals at all. It's madness. So we're going to try and get promoted. We're not going to get promoted tonight, but we might get to the January window. We're going to try and win the FA Cup, which also seems unlikely, but we are going to try. And we're going to try and score from a corner. Does the stream end if I score a corner? I mean, I'm not up for a 24-hour stream. And I suspect Who the hell is he? Yeah, it'd have to work both ways. The stream ends if I score a corner, but I'd have to keep streaming until we score a corner, and I think that works against me. Maybe if we don't score a corner tonight, we'll perhaps do that at the weekend and just stream until I score a corner. That might be a fun way to waste away a weekend. But I'm not doing that on a Thursday evening. I've got turnips to try and sell. It's the Forest Green Rovers patch, meat free. Exactly. I'd call that a tub, not a jar. Well, I'd call it a jar. What do they call it? Does it say? It's a container, I think. Oh, no, it does say tub. Store the tub in a dry and cool place. Well, it's in my office. There's no cooler place. Although the temperature is above the 21 degrees it says I should store it at. So I should probably store it downstairs rather than try to be a real streamer and have it in a little pyramid behind me. It's kind of clump, isn't it? I need to move it back down into the kitchen. Aren't jars made of glass? I don't know. I'm not. Do I look like I'm a jar expert? Accidentally break my own world record because I'm trying to score a corner. Exactly. I reckon you can get plastic jars. I don't think all jars are glass. Not even all glasses are glass. I've got plastic glasses downstairs. So if glasses don't have to be glass, there's no way jars have to be glass. That's nonsense. Right. Who are we playing? Rotherham. What league are they in? League 1. Oh, we're better than them. Right, we're going to score a corner and I'm going to bed. I've spent all day today buying Lego in a Lego auction and playing Animal Crossing. It's been a very productive Thursday. If I could get everybody watching to all subscribe, I might end the day in profit. Jars are called iron glass in German. What do they know in Germany about jars? McGelligot with the headed clearance again. Maybe we should turn him into a centre-back. He is excellent at defending the set pieces. He just doesn't get on the end of the attacking ones. I don't know what to do about it. I'm shaking my mints. I need to stop shaking my mints. They're noisy. Should I do National League North or South? Yes. Thought you wasn't going to do the auction today. Well, yeah, because I thought I was away, but I'm not away until next week now. My whole week's been turned on its head because I can't read a calendar. I thought me and Anna were down in London Wednesday and Thursday this week, so I've planned so much stuff around it. Content, meetings, vet appointments. You name it, it's planned around the fact that we were in London today and yesterday. Turns out we're not. It's Tuesday and Wednesday next week. So there won't be a stream on Tuesday because I'm in London. But I think that was yesterday, not next Tuesday. But Anna assures me it's Tuesday. She's shown me the evidence. So yeah, I don't know at what point I decided I wasn't available today. No stream Tuesday or Thursday. Why would there be no stream Thursday? Am I missing? What's Thursday next week? There should be a stream Thursday. I'm in London Tuesday and Wednesday. Tips to not get bored in saves. I've never been one for tips to not get bored in saves. I don't get bored in saves. Maybe you're playing the wrong saves. You have to work out what you enjoy. I mean, the thing I would always remind people when they ask questions like that is you don't have to be playing Football Manager. If you're bored, do something else. You shouldn't be forcing yourself to play a game. Play a different game. Or what's Gracie doing there? Play something else. Do something else. Go outside. You don't have to be playing Football Manager. If you're finding it boring, don't do it. I don't do anything that's boring. which is, I think, why my accountant wants to talk to me. Because it's getting towards the end of January and I don't do anything that's boring. So we've got a lot still to do. But yeah, if you're bored, don't play it. Simple. What you might find is if you don't play it for a few weeks, you'll get the urge, and the urge will present itself in the form of a save that you'll enjoy anyway. The worst thing you can do with a hobby is force yourself to do it, because it stops being fun then. Did I try and load the holy kits? I haven't yet. I've been super busy avoiding my accountant. I will do it. It'll probably be next week now. Sorry I'm late. My wife got me a ukulele. Never apologise for your wife getting you a ukulele. That's fantastic. I've got a ukulele, but Anna won't let me keep it at home. I've got a Beatles ukulele that I bought at the Beatles Museum in Liverpool. I still pay £40 a year for a ukulele tuner app that we bought on stream like 3 years ago. I should probably unsubscribe from that. But like I say, I don't do anything boring. And I don't know about you boys and girls, but unsubscribing from things is boring. So we don't do it. You should get an air horn. I've got an air horn as well. Anna won't let me have that either. She doesn't let me have any of my noisy toys. I mean, spoilers for this week's podcast that won't be out until Saturday. We talk at length about me getting a box of harmonicas on that. Did you know you can buy a box of 10 harmonicas on Amazon? That seems like an unusual way to package harmonicas. But you can buy a box of 10. Do I still use a hat stretcher? When I need to stretch a hat. I'm not buying hats constantly, Topher. On the occasion of me purchasing a hat, that hat will get stretched. But I'm not going to just stretch hats willy-nilly. They don't become unstretched after they've been stretched. Your accountant would probably agree, but you won't speak to him. Oh, now we know my accountant's Twitch username. I feel like Kev shouldn't be allowed near TikTok shop. Oh, God. Things I bought from TikTok shop. Glad you asked. Anyone who watches our Lego streams will remember Anna dropping the bombshell last week that after being engaged for getting on for 14 years, she is ready to get married. All she needs is a dress. And I said, we need more than just a dress. There is one other essential if we are to get married. And I've done my bit, boys and girls. She just needs to go dress shopping now, because via TikTok shop, I've bought wedding day fugglers. Complete with limited edition tooth ring. Look at that. Wedding fugglers. It's all I need, since she just needs to get the one thing she needs. And then I guess we're off to Gretna Green. They're coming. I've told her they're our witnesses. She also said no to the fugglers. Yeah, well, I'll say no to her dress then. It's neither or both. I've never seen anything so romantic, not even close. Yeah, exactly. She said she was ready to get married. I immediately went out and did the obvious thing and bought fugglers. So I assume there's a wedding. I think we're going to get married on the cruise. I'm going to pack the fugglers. Just in case we get married on the cruise. Myself and my partner have decided for 6 years to get married also, getting hitched in May this year. Is there any way to do a twofer? If we meet you there, can we get in on your ticket? I assume is how it works. Can we just pay the once between us? Lewis, thank you very much for becoming a channel member over on YouTube. Mandy wants contract talks. I can cope with that. The captain can marry me. Yeah, but it should probably be Anna who marries me rather than the captain. Or it would be cool to be married to a ship's captain. Didn't I just say... He wasn't asking for a new contract. He was worried that he wasn't going to get a work permit. I didn't read the message. So he's now requested a transfer and now we're now going to sell him. I thought I was agreeing to him having a new contract. To be fair, he's only started 4 games this year, so it's not the end of the world if he goes. But that is not how I thought that conversation went. My wife and myself were engaged for 20 years before we got married. Yeah. I mean, I'm not fussed either way, really. What a romantic. Right, what's this? Yeah, we'll take that. If he wants to live. We're not taking that one. He's not going to the Horn. Because they want to give us nothing and us give them something. That's the opposite of selling a player, I think. That's us sending them a player and some cash and we get nothing. I don't really want to do that. Tell Anna to become a captain. I now pronounce you Mr. and Captain. I'll have to call her Captain Chapman. I assume she'll take my name. If she was taking one... Can I choose which one of my names she takes? Can she be called Anna Kevin? I would like her to take my first name. Who gets to choose that? That would be cool. Went through Manchester Terminal 2 the other day. The Lego store isn't worth a visit. It's a token shop at best. All the airport ones are, but it'll still get me 100,000 views on TikTok. So we're flying to Florida out of Manchester later in the year. We specifically chose Manchester because it's a Lego store I've not done. And it's near Pab's house. That's kind of the real reason. But I didn't take much persuading when I realised there was a Lego store there. So yeah, I'll definitely go there and do a bit of filming. Thought you don't trust people with 2 first names. It's true. You want to leave Anna without a surname? She has to change Anna to Kevin. Yeah, that would be even better. Yeah, she can keep her current surname, but take my first name. Interesting. I might let her get involved in the decision-making process on this. I won't make all the decisions. I chose the Fugglers. I'll let her choose which of my names she takes and which of hers she gives up, if any. I am nothing if not progressive. You've brushed over the fact you're out of the FA Cup already, because I don't care. We're getting promoted this year. We don't need cup runs anymore. We're desperately in debt, but we don't need cup runs. Cup runs are for cowards. We're heading to the Championship. That's where the money lives. Look, McGallagher, we have so many defensive corners and he heads them all clear. We do need to get better at getting the second man to the ball. But every ball that comes into the area from a corner, he heads clear. So how is he not making contact with everyone that comes in the area at the other end of the pitch? I don't understand. Genuinely, it feels like it must be a bug that we're not even seeing corners. When we absolutely should be scoring from them constantly. Because he's unbeatable in the air. As we see from open play from him. Domino's has arrived. I appear to have missed big news. What big news? Because the other teams can take them and you can't. We've signed this guy to take them. I mean, we're in League One. How high does your corner rating have to be be able to... How hard is it to take a corner? I've never, in all my, 30 years playing Football Manager, 30 plus years at this point, I have never before Tuesday, I have never looked at a player's corner taking rating before. It's just always been so irrelevant. So why does it matter now? See, cross from open play, he's unstoppable. Just had 3 corners in my game, 2 in the net, but 1 disallowed. What's your corner tactic? Share your corner tactic. You were basically unbeaten last stream. Looks like you may lose the first 2 on this one. Welcome to the RNG, everybody. I worked with someone and they took their wife's first name to be their middle name. Interesting. My middle name's already my dog's name. It gets complicated around here. Maybe Dave should take Anna's middle name as his surname. Corner tactic. Someone called Jack. This is literally Jack's corner tactic. Unless he's got a new one for FM26. This is taken straight out of his FIFA E squad. Because I have all the FIFA E squads. I've got every tactic that was used in FIFA E. Because they gave me the files so we could analyse them. So every single tactic that was used in that tournament, I've got. Open play tactics. It's Johnny bleeping Day. What a goal! Johnny Day. That'll do. I don't remember what I was saying. Doesn't matter. It's Johnny Day. AI just scored 3 corners in the first 30 minutes of the match against me. Can I somehow copy their tactic? Yeah. All I know is it was a far post in swing. I don't know details. Did you look at the one I tagged you in on Tuesday? No. I don't really look on Twitter anymore. I'm having a look now. Oh, it's Johnny Day again. There's no one supporting him. He doesn't need any help. Because it's Johnny bleeping Day! What's got into him? They've nerfed corners and put him on drugs. Yes, I do have every tactic from FIFA E. So, yeah, if you want to see some FIFA E tactics, I'm full of them. I am riddled with them. Right, I have got a corner tactic. Right, we're going to try this one. For the second half, we're trying this one that I've got on the Twitter. How do you do it? So, let's get everything else gone. Remove, and then reset to default, and then I'm zooming in. So it's an in swinger to the near post, and then we want 4 players over here. We have attack near post, hold on, attack ball from edge of area, attack near post, lurk at far post, and then attack ball from it. So we've got nobody marking the keeper, which is interesting. Lurk outside area, near side, come short, stay back if needed. So this is what has been sent to me by Oisty FM in the YouTube chat. So we're going to try this. And if this works, they're the new Jack. That is a very loaded front post, isn't it? Wowzers. Okay, let's see how it works. We'll do it for a full game if it doesn't work in the second half as well. And if it doesn't work in a game and a half, we'll assume it's a failure and try somebody else's cheating corner tactic. Do you do the same setup for long throws as well? Because I can adjust my long throws so they're the same. Right, it's Johnny Day again, boys and girls. What's he going to do? Probably score from there. I mean, I don't really know what's going on here. Made me chuckle when Mourinho said he finds it weird when English fans get all excited about winning a corner. About 3% of corners lead to a goal in real life. Unless you're Arsenal. It's way over 3% for Arsenal, surely. It feels like it's almost every match. Unless Arsenal are getting 30 corners a match. Right. We did win a corner there, but we didn't get to see it in action. Oh, 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 oh! Right. It's at least letting us see one. Oisty knows what he's doing. See you on Sunday, everybody. Well. Well, well, well. Jack's a joke. Oysty's sending me the long throw tactic now as well. What a time to be alive. That's poor from Gracie again. Right, we're getting this corner tactic set up and in. What a wonderful thing. Can we save from here and then just load it? Or is that going to be too complicated? Oh God, am I going to crash the game? Save routine. This isn't even boys and girls. This is my original. Whose corner scored? Because this is my original one. Okay, number 3. Right, remove. I don't know why these ones came back. Remove. We can't remove them. Can we save this one? Nope. We'll just have to set it up again after the match. The first 2 didn't delete. They're bugged. Fantastic. Well, we'll set it up after the match properly. Quick upload to the workshop. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm calling it Kev's new corner tactic that he invented by himself. It's a snappy name that I feel accurately describes what's gone on over the course of these last 2 streams. In fact, balls to the workshop. I'm putting it on Patreon. If you're at the £10 a month or more level, you can get my corner tactic that I've just invented. Far post is just the same, but everyone at the far post I know is the same near post, but without swing as well. I will have a fiddle. How much experimentation did this take? Did you just stumble on this first time, or are you a genius? I need to understand the process. Why does Edwards keep shooting from there and missing? Has anybody played the new Sega football management game that came out today? I feel like I probably need to make a video on it. I was on the beta back in the summer. What's it called? Sega Football Champions or something? The one that uses the Football Manager database, the Man City license, and like some PlayStation 2 graphics. Shall I make a video on it? I was tempted to stream it tonight, but my corner project took... This is another corner, by the way. My corner project took precedence. We've scored from 2 corners today. Henry Cheese! Get your nuts out for Henry Cheese, everybody. 5 gifted subs. What a time to be alive. You are a hero. Thank you very much. You've just taken over from Oisty as hero of the stream. As much as I've enjoyed these corners, I enjoy 5 gifted subs more. Lovely stuff. La da 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 da. Right. What a strange result that was. Right, so we need to get our corner tactics back in again, don't we? Arsenal have scored 18 goals from corners this season, apparently. And Oysty's the set-piece coach. Is that what we've learned? Oisty, excuse my ignorance. I notice you have FM in your name. Does that mean you are a radio station, or are you? Do you make Football Manager content that people can go and find? We should shout you out. I should probably know about you. It probably turns out he's got like 30,000 subscribers, and I've just never heard of him because I've never heard of anyone. I don't know who this Luke guy people keep talking about is. I know his dad. Right. Let's have a look. Let's get this done. So, remove, reset. I did try and do FM content, but it never took off. Oh, crumbs, what have I done here? I don't even know what's happened there. Right, let's try that again. The game is just not going to let me... Where is set Pete? There they are. Right. I need to get my notes back up on my phone from when I thought of this cornered routine. Here they are. Found them. So I remember now. I decided I wanted a guy over here as well. Can you... No? There we go. So I think what I wanted was to have attack near post, attack ball from edge of area, lurk at far post, attack ball from edge of area, lurk outside area near side, come short, stay back if needed. And then what did I say I wanted to do? Far post is just the same, but everyone at the far post. Okay, let's duplicate them. Can you not? Let's save. Is it not going to let me have that in there? Do I have to remove my apostrophe? I hate a grammatically incorrect title. Is it really not letting me? There we go. Thought it wasn't letting me save then. Kev's corners that he came up with by himself. Okay. Duplicate current routine. And now we want to go far post. And we just swap everybody, presumably. So attack far post, lurk at near post. Do we still have him lurking near side? Kev of the past? Oh, yeah, far post. So this is the far post version. And then what was my third one that I invented by myself? I can't see my notes. They've gone. And I use the same near post, but with outswing as well. Okay. So can we duplicate that? Duplicate current routine again. And then we want to outswing. So we'll save that one as the wrong end, because we hate an outswinger. But they are sometimes necessary. And then we'll save all three of them as Kev is a set piece genius. And that's the pack that I'll put on Patreon for everybody who pays me £10 a month or more. We don't want to be doing the outswinger too often. Does that take? That's still broken from the alpha. That not working. Goodness me. Right. There you go. Get ready for some corners. Have I rested the boys? I have the first one saved twice. I don't have it in twice, do I? Hold on. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if they're saved more than once. We're good, I think. There is an instruction to play for set pieces. I think we've already got it on in the tactic. We'll check. Yeah, we're already playing for set pieces. So finally, my transfer policy of the last 5 seasons might start to bear fruit. I love fruit, especially persimmons. If you haven't had a ripe persimmon, you've not done fruit. Sent you the long throws as well, but that isn't as good. Score a few flick-ons every now and again. I mean, if I've come up with some throw-ins by myself as well, I suppose it would be wrong not to give them a bash. Why does it say oyster on them? That must be a spelling mistake. Right. So set pieces, long-ish throws, and we want. Okay. Attack near post, lurk at near post, mark keeper, lurk at far post. You come over here. Can you come over here? Over here, you moron. Oi! For goodness sake. Attack near post, lurk outside area. Hold on. Come short. Lurk outside area near side. Stay back if needed. Okay, so that's my long throw that I've invented as well. We'll call that that. Did that save? Yes, it did. Beautiful. If we don't win the league now with those set pieces and this squad of players, I call shenanigans. Oh, what's this screen? Oh, God. That was horrible. No dubs. Thank you very much for the 2 months. What a hero. So, he is, just as a reminder, 6'4" with 18 jumping reach. He is 6'6" with 20 jumping reach. He's only 6'1" with 12 jumping reach, but he's the best header of the 3 of them. I think he's a big. No, I thought he was a big boy as well. Have we not got any other big boys? Have we only got 2 big boys? Hold on. Has this all been an incredible waste of time? So it's really Byrne and McElligott that we're aiming for. Brown will be lurking. And then Ward. No, Ward's back. Who's? Oh, that's Johnny Day knocking about there as well. You know what? Let's just see it in action, shall we? I'm looking forward to a set-piece frenzy. Look at those lovely white shoes. Yeah. Give me a corner. It's got to be corner o'clock. We've not even had a corner yet. Now we've had a corner that we didn't get to see. It's all gone wrong. Those alternate options have ruined everything. Kev's training ground has a "Are you taller than this" sign. Yeah, it does. Oisty, Topher's calling you a fraud. How do you feel about that? Are you going to stand for that? I wouldn't. Right, can we do some defending here? Oh, yes we can. Yes, we can. Right, come on. Get the ball up the other end. Do a goal. Oh, it's Johnny Day. Remember, while all this corner shenanigans are going on, he's quietly becoming the best striker in the league. Apart from his strike partner. We've certainly got the best strike partnership in the league. They've got a Bitcoin up front for them. Do Bitcoin still exist these days? I don't hear about Bitcoin anymore. Have the crypto bros given up? Or are they just... Have I finally blocked them all after all these years? No corners still. Oh! Of course, I mentioned Bitcoin and he scores. Ah! It's disallowed. Ha ha ha. La da 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 da. Can't believe you didn't call the new tactic Kev's Cozy Corner. I still think that sounds like porn. I won't call the channel that. I won't call a corner routine that. It's perverted. Well, that was unfortunate. Right, are we going to score from this set piece? I don't mind what kind of set piece it is. I'll score from a goal kick. Right, now lump it forward. We've got a literal 6'6" striker with 10 seconds to go in the half. Just lump it at him. He can flick it on to the best finisher in the league. Everyone's laughing. Ridiculous. In my defence, if you have them for longer than one game, they'll get better at them. Yeah, we'll see. What's my Gen 4 Pokemon starter? As if I could say off the top of my head which starters were Gen 4. I always pick the blue one. I don't memorise what's in what gen. I'm not 9. Bum 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 bum. Well, this wasn't how today was supposed to go. After all that, we're taking off the big boys. Piplup it is. Piplup sounds about right. I remember having a Piplup. I think we might be losing a football match here. We've only got defenders on the bench now. Whose idea is it to only have defenders on the bench? Hideous. And not a corner to be seen. All that faffing about. It was just a little bit of teasing in that previous match. They just had a 3-foot tall goalkeeper, I imagine. Right, here we go. Equaliser. It's not Valentine's Day. Flick my mints away from me in disgust. It's a new version of throwing the bottle because I can't throw the bottle because it's too nice and too heavy because it's a massive 1 litre bottle. It's huge. Give it 2 portions of Holy in it. 2 portions. A whole litre. I'm going to be so hydrated. Idiots. Not the drink. The goal. The drink was a delight. He has had 2 goals disallowed today, the Wally. Well, that wasn't the plan. Back to the drawing board. Oh, it's the Virtue Trophy. We're just gonna instant result this. We don't care about the Virtue Trophy. Unless we get to Wembley. We'll play Wembley. We won't play a single match before then. Right. Mandy is off to Sturm Graz. So we're going to need to sign a midfielder in January. Bum 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 bum. Seraphin's slowly getting better. He's playing football, look. He's played 4 matches now. We're developing a wonder kid. If we don't score a corner in our next game, maybe it's time to get a set-piece coach. Do we even have a set-piece coach? Because that might be a thing we probably need. That's the wrong screen. Staff. We do have a set-piece coach. How do we look at him? Hello, Peter Roberts. You are competent at set pieces. Do you think competent is enough, Peter? Do you think we're looking for competency? Oh, he's got outstanding authority. Best not question him. I don't want him to yell at me. Ah! Yikes. Right, we'll just instant result this. Because it's the Virtue Trophy. Well, look at that. I wonder if either of them were corners. I sacked mine and upgraded to one who was goof. I don't want a goof doing my coaching. That seems like a downgrade. Not a fan of the qualitative descriptors for staff. What was wrong with the number attributes? Numbers are nonsense. You don't have numbers in real life. Bin off attributes everywhere and bring everything to just opinions of people. I want to know that someone is a good finisher and quite quick. I don't want to know that he's a 17 and a 14. That's nonsense. Get rid of the numbers entirely and just make it all about the opinions of your staff, and they can speak like humans rather than number nonsenses. There's a lot. I know there's been a lot of criticism of FM26, but that is one thing I think they absolutely got right. And I hope it's them slowly but surely trickling it in, and it will take out, and it'll become, they'll use it for players in a year when everyone's loving everything else. They'll get rid of attributes and replace it with words, and it will be a phenomenal year. You don't think clubs are using numbers to rate players? Oh yeah, I'm sure clubs are using numbers that they've come up with themselves, and that's fine. I don't mind that's basically what the star rating is. If you want to get rid of my issue with attributes is that they're not wrong ever. Like if we look at him, there's no discussion. He is a 14 for acceleration. That's nobody's opinion. So if you learn what attributes you need for what positions and what tactics, it's impossible to make mistakes. And that's what's silly. That's why I've deliberately never gone down the route of being an attribute dweeb, because it ruins the game. If you can't get transfers wrong and if you can't make bad decisions, what are you doing? What's the point? So get rid of us being able to see the numbers altogether and then come up with a way for it to be based on how good your club staff are. And yeah, they can, there's all manner of things they could do. Rather than giving people a rating out of 20 for speed, you could just, put them in order, fastest to slowest, tallest to shortest. I don't know that. Maybe it's different at your top level elite clubs who have 1,000 staff on hand. But I think if you're managing in League 2, I don't think that manager has allocated a composure attribute for every player in the squad out of 20. But if you asked him, okay, who are your top 5 most composed players? That's the kind of question you can answer. And there needs to be a way for that to be what the answer is in FM. It needs to be more about opinions and a little bit of guesswork and mistakes than having all the absolute values. There you go. Even have a player that's very quick, but only compared to everyone else in the team. Yeah. Like, I don't know, Ricky J. Jones, when he was at Posh, was regularly talked about as the fastest player in the league. So, okay, so is he a 20? Because he never was a 20 in Football Manager. That's the other thing that's nonsense. He was the fastest, he was one of the, he probably still is, one of the fastest players in world football. But he doesn't have a 20 for pace on Football Manager. So can you be a 20 for pace? And is a 20 for pace going to be faster than him, even though in real life they're not? That's where it starts to become a problem. Right, let's beat Puit's mouth. If clubs watch enough video of a player, wouldn't they get an idea of his attributes? No, they wouldn't have an idea of his attributes. They'd have an idea of what kind of player he was, and it wouldn't be attributes. I don't think there is a football... Maybe I'm wrong. I doubt it. I never have been. I don't think there is a football club in the country that has assembled a database where it's picked, 30 different things that players could possibly do, and given them a mark and given them a grading out of 20 for all 30 things that isn't just comparable to the rest of the team or the rest of the league. It's comparable to the rest of the world. So they've got, okay, Haaland is your best at whatever he's your best at. That's a lovely goal from Miguel Agot. So if Haaland's a 20 for finishing, I don't know if he is, but let's say Haaland's a 20 for finishing. My National League striker is a 4 for finishing. Is he? Or again, it's meaningless when you're comparing the whole world on the same scale of 1 to 20. It's nonsense. That's a lovely goal. Does anyone know if the attributes feed into how the match engine plays out? Yes, they do. The attributes need to be there. The attributes still need to be researched and they still need to be in the database, but I don't think us as the players need to see them. Speed could be measured, though, with a watch. Yeah, and I've just used the example that Ricky J. Jones was the fastest player in the league, but he doesn't have a 20 for pace. So does a 20 for pace exist in the database? And if it does, and you put him in a race with Ricky J. Jones, would he beat him? Probably not. So it's not even... They're not even like fairly judging each of the attributes. The attributes can only be within a certain range based on the current ability and potential ability of the player. And because Ricky J. Jones was only a League One standard player, he can't have 20 for pace because 20 for pace would make him too good. It's all silly. I mean, I get why they've not fixed it. It's too complicated to fix. But it's also... doesn't mean they were wrong to remove it from staff, which is where we started from. I don't know what the solution is. I just know the current one shouldn't be seen as the best it can be. We should be inviting Sports Interactive to experiment and innovate with it. And I think what they've done with staff attributes is an improvement in terms of realism and like, I just want to be able to make bad decisions in the game. I don't want to be able to go onto the staff search screen and filter by 20 coaching attacking and go and get 2 guys who've got a 20 for attacking, 2 guys who've got a 20 for defending, 2 guys who've got a 20 for goalkeeping, and just like that assemble the best coaching team in world football by bringing in these unknown, unheard of guys from all over the world who just happen to have this attribute. That's nonsense. That's not how it works. I will hydrate. So almost prefer more description than, rather than good, have an attacking minded coach, excellent previous experience. Yeah, but then that's a lot. The issue you have there, and this is why I don't think we're at the end point with it. I just think it's a nice step in the right direction. You can't judge 10 coaches at a glance like that, can you? And you do have to balance that realism and the ability to make mistakes with, we've got a corner, one moment. Come on! I love him. McElligott, what a man. There you go, we've scored a corner again. Yeah, you have to balance the realism and the ability to make mistakes with remembering it is a game, not a sim. And you have to make it fun as well. So there is a balance to be had. But that's, we've finally got our 6'6", 20 jumping reach striker scoring goals from corners. About bleeping time. Now is he going to do them from a long throw as well? Where is he? Can't even see him. And he's 6'6". You shouldn't be able to miss him. Gracie is being... I think Gracie is being protected by how good we are going forward. And if we weren't scoring as many goals as we were, I think we'd be asking some serious questions about how iffy some of the goalkeeping has been this season and how many goals we're conceding. Oh, we missed one. That's not good. Encourage. There's lots of things they could do, and I don't know what the right answer is. My point is, I think it's good that they're experimenting. I think that's one of the things we can say, actually, yeah, that is a huge step in the right direction. It's progress. More thinking like that, please. It's also interesting that sorry to talk about the save for a moment. The one player I deemed good enough to sign for Wigan, Kean Noble, has lost his place in this team as soon as we made it into League One. Oh, he doesn't just score headers. What a player. Genuinely, we might have the best player in Football Manager history here. Because he can just do everything. There's no explaining him. $15 goals in 14 games is ridiculous, especially when you consider they're his first 14 games higher than the National League. He was playing in non-league and absurdly not scoring goals. He's played 100 games of non-league football and never been a consistent goal scorer. We signed him purely because he was tall. And he's come in and he's perfect in every way. It is incredibly challenging to not look him up in non-league to legend. But I have resisted the urge so far. I thought we got his release clause gone in the last stream, didn't we? I'll check his release clause after the match. I thought we gave him a new contract, but we'll try again. So we need to talk to his agent before we talk to him and get mandatory stuff taken out before we open negotiations. There is a way around it, potentially, but his agent needs to be on board. So, discuss new contract with agent. We're very keen. Right, that's what we want to take out. Respectfully ask that you don't go down the route of saying anything is non-negotiable at this stage. My client isn't entirely sure about renewing, so we're going to have to insist on certain terms being non-negotiable. He knows how good he is, doesn't he? I'm going to stall. But then I'm going to get into the negotiations anyway. And see if we can... Haha! Remove and exclude. Remove and exclude. Remove and exclude. Four-year deal on £2,000 a week. Yes, please, sir. Lovely stuff. He's a new gen. Yeah, I think he's a new gen. Yeah, he's a new gen. But he's in Non-League to Legend because this save span off from that. I mean, let's face it, you don't get a mutant like this in real life. But yeah, that's his history before signing for us. Nearly 200 games in non-league. And only 40 goals. Slough released him for free 2 years ago. I mean, based on that, you've got to go back and sack that Slough manager, haven't you? And then sack the Boston manager who sold him to us for 30 grand. Because that's the other ridiculous thing. 30 grand is all we paid for him. I genuinely, it might be the best transfer I've ever done. If he does this in the Championship as well, it is officially the best transfer I've ever done. And it was through the transfer room in that we did it. The new version of Director of Football recommendations. So he didn't come up on our scout reports. It was the Director of Football takes all the credit for it. So the Director of Football has a job for life. I'm a little nervy that he's not signed his contract yet. What's the delay? Is he having an argument with his agent? Have they realised I've bamboozled the agent? Picnic time for teddy bears. Come on, let's do some more football goals. Football goals. For football goals, yeah. Corners! Come on! Give it to the big boy. Just lump it. Lump it forward. It's all you need to do. There he is, look. Oh, skinning it. Skinning his fullback and then crossing on his weak foot. Add that to his bag of tricks. He is the most complete striker in the history of the universe. Byrne just reminded me that he's also a large gentleman. Right, there you go. Just cross it to him. He'll head it from there. Oh, Johnny Day. Oh. Johnny Day's trying to remind me that he's still the man around here. Oh, look at that for a flick on. How do we not see the rest of that highlight? That was a lovely flick on. Oh, corner ahoy. And, oh, didn't find him this time. Hideous. That's another corner, though. Do we get to see the next corner as well? No. Would have been too much to ask to see two corners back to back. But we are seeing them now. It's beautiful. Aha! Haha! Lay bed. You lay on a bed. They're similar word groups. Football analysis. Right, come on. Do a goal. Look at this, just knocking the ball around beautifully, because we know we're guaranteed a goal. Oh, just, yeah, up in the air, though. What are you messing around playing it along the floor? At that point, just dink it up in the air and let him win it. Right, cross it. He's like Ruud Gullit. A taller version of Ruud Gullit, yes. He can do everything. And probably will end his career playing at centre-back when his legs go. Because he can just stand there and head it away. He'll be a slightly different defender to what Gullit was in his later years. I haven't changed. I haven't gone into training to upset piece training, no. I think we'll just figure it out for ourselves. I don't think I should be the one to tell them to train it more. It's an intelligence test for my assistant manager. If he doesn't just look at what's going on and do it automatically, questions have to be asked about him. His position becomes under threat. I'm not about the micromanaging. I'm still trying to get us to switch from Heinz to Hellman's mayo for the halftime chips. So I'm not here to mess around with training. Right, cross it. Cross it. There you go. There's the cross. That should have been the goal. Taller, Ruud Gullit is 6'20". I don't think he was 6'20", or he's 6'20". 6'2", I'd let you have. Yeah, 6'6". He's taller than 6'2". Here we go. It's corner o'clock. Oh, why is... I mean, I thought Ward had messed that up. Yeah, you run off doing your little dance. Your reactions were slower than mine. My word. It's good work from Byrne, who, remember, is also very tall and very good in the air. But Ward just lets it go past him and then eventually wakes up. Did I see Celtic threw away a 2-0 lead against Bologna? I didn't. I mean, I couldn't even tell you what day that happened. I've not heard anything about anything to do with football since full time on Tuesday. That was the last of any football that I was connected to. I have no idea what happened in the Champions League last night. I've no idea what's happened on Thursday Night Football tonight. Not a clue. I've been busy. Why do we let him take the penalties? We should probably, while we're messing around with all our other set piece stuff, change our penalty taker. Because that keeps happening. I don't know that he's ever scored one. He's just, because we don't have a penalty taker listed, he's the captain, and he's just like, right, I'm having it. Can McGilligot take penalties? Is penalty taking? Maybe we won't give them to him. Goodness me. What's Brown's penalty taking attribute? 5. And he's the penalty taker. It's pathetic. We'll figure out penalties after this match. Surely Day. Yeah, what's Day's? Can we not get... Oh, we can't get to him now. All right. Are we top of the league yet? Second still behind Sheffield United. Right. When's the next match? 3 days. And can I not get to set pieces from here? Can I get to set pieces from here? How? There you go. So, is this even how you change your penalty takers? How do you change penalty takers? I've not manually set a penalty take on FM26 yet. How do you do it? Ah, penalties probably. There we go. I've not updated it for a little while. Our penalty taker is still officially Terrell Whitaker, who, for context, retired several years ago. So let's redo this, shall we? Allow players scored 2 goals to take a penalty. Yes. Change taker of penalty has already taken a penalty. Yeah. Change taker of... Yeah. And then on here... Can we not just auto do this? Have I seriously got to sit here and do this myself? So younger. We actually need someone who's often on the pitch, though. There you go. Johnny Day. Although his penalty taking is not great, but he's got good composure. See, Farkas, Joseph, Thomas, none of them really play. I guess we can put Day below all of them, because most of them won't be on the pitch. So Johnny Day becomes penalty taker by default. And then Edwards, who takes our other set pieces. Neil's usually on the pitch. And then we don't want them Farkas before Brown as well. And then it can... I'm going to put Lewis Brown on there just so he knows he's 8th choice. We were so excited about him, and then we just stopped using him because we signed other players. So I think it probably won't hurt for him to go out on loan if they're going to pay his $4,500 a week salary. He's the second highest paid player at the club. Strangely, they don't want to pay his salary. It's odd, isn't it? There you go. McGilligot has signed his new contract. His release clause is gone. He's on a 4-year deal on a very low salary. And his value's trebled as a result. Now he's earning more money. He'll stop scoring. He's got what he set out to get now. He doesn't have to live above a chicken shop anymore, so he doesn't need to score goals anymore. Bum 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 bum. Did you just change penalty takers? You've changed. I have changed. I'm a new man. Genuinely, I've been looking into getting a polo neck jumper to wear in non-league to legend. Or one of those sexy coats that Mikel Arteta wears. because I don't think I'm a suit guy anymore. I think I've moved on. I'm too much of a tactician. I think it's time to retire the suit. What am I trying to do here? There you go. Cal, thank you very much for 42 months. Next, you'll take over training instructions. Why not? FM26, while this is the thing that people don't realise, while everyone else has got their sulky on and they're not even playing FM26, this is the year I'm going to learn all the other parts of the game because no one else is playing. So I can do what I like. You haven't got other choices where you can go and watch. So I can do what I damn well please. I'm going to do tactics. I'm going to do training. I'm going to do it all because it doesn't matter. Because you haven't got another option. Everyone else is sulking. So, haha, I'm going to get better at the game. In your face. Just thought you might want to adjust your corner takers, as if you only have one player taking them, it means every corner from the right will be an outswinger. Interesting. Yeah. We don't have anyone else who can hit one, though. That's why we signed Edwards. We'll have a look at the corner takers. I have become Spanish. Exactly. Kev always doing the opposite out of spite. Look, spite fuels me and it always has. I'm the bed man! Yes, I am. Starting to look awfully like your dad, Rafa. Rafa wears a suit. No, we haven't had milkshakes yet. We need 300 subs before we do milkshakes. Oh, Cabia's playing. Cabia never played for Bedford, did he? In this universe, I didn't sign him and then sell him for loads of money. But he is playing for the man. Yeah, 300 subs on Twitch and we'll do a milkshake. What an incentive that is. Because I bet they're delicious as well. I really want to. But I can't afford milk until I've got 300 subs. I spent too much money on Lego today. I can't afford milk. We're going to do a goal here. Come on then. Come along then, boys and girls. What a time to be alive. The holies are on me. They're not. You have to pay for them yourself. Milkshakes are one of the best beverages. Today, more Lego. I did buy more Lego today, yes. If you want to check Block Party, you'll see I had the day got away from me today. I went into it with a plan and good intentions and left it at £1,000 poorer. What would be my first choice flavour of milkshake? I've always gone strawberry. I don't actually know what the flavours are in the holy ones. I've not even looked. I assume there's a strawberry in there. Or like chocolate is a bit of a no-brainer. Banana. I could be naming flavours they don't do. But I mean, I don't think there's necessarily a bad milkshake flavour, is there? Today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. What was HR's reaction? She just shook her head. Banana, caramel, hazelnut and strawberry. Hazelnut, it sounds really interesting. I've never had a hazelnut milkshake. That might be the one we try. Because I am intrigued. Is it like a chocolate hazelnut, like Nutella? Or is it literally just nut milk? So I am keen to get a mouthful of nut milk. It's Johnny Day! Are you going to London Lego stores when you're down there next week with Anna? Maybe it's not Johnny Day. I don't know if we're going to have time to do the Lego stores. It depends what Anna wants to do. She wants to go to Harrods and possibly Hamleys because she's never been to either. We just did a corner again. Come on. Martin Byrne, first goal for the club. He should see in FM24 a 6'4" centre back with 18 jumping reach in League One. He'd be on 30 goals by this stage of the season. He wouldn't be scoring his first goal after 20 matches. But we're getting there. But yeah, I'm not sure. We're getting the train down at lunchtime, checking into the hotel. We're seeing Wicked in the evening, and then we're getting the train back again the following lunchtime. We're only down there for 24 hours. So it depends on how Anna wants to use that afternoon before we see the show. If she decides she is tired and broken from being on a train, because she hates trains, she would always rather drive, but it was expensive enough to book the show in the hotel. I wasn't going to pay London parking as well. So yeah, if she decides she needs to just chill out in the hotel for a couple of hours, I'll go off to probably Leicester Square and just maybe do Leicester Square and Hamleys on my own. If Anna wants to come out to play, we'll head to Harrods first because she wants to go to the new Jellycat section in Harrods. And then if we have time, we'll head over to Hamleys. And if she fancies the walk up to Leicester Square from Hamleys, it's only like a 5-minute walk. Problem is, it takes you past the trading card shop and the DJI shop as well. So it's theoretically a 5-minute walk, but it's a 5-minute walk where I could spend thousands of pounds. So I have to be very closely supervised whilst doing the walk. So we'll see. What's the story with corners now? We've invented a tactic that seems to be working. We've scored 2 in our last 4 matches, which is still not FM24 levels, especially with the... Here you go, we've got another one here. So maybe we're going to do a second one in this match. No, because we didn't make it past the first mag. And the problem is we don't have proper corner takers. Oh! I mean, if he'd have scored from that, that would have been ridiculous. Do I care to share said tactic? I mean, it'll be in the highlights of the video. We sat doing it on stream. It's all earlier in the stream, and I'm sure Topher will include it in the video. And clickbait the title of it accordingly, talking about how we finally have a FM26 corner tactic. He's a good guy like that. I might even put it on Steam Workshop to stop Topher making any money off of it. Right, so we're just going to fiddle with our corner takers. So back in here again. There you go. You can have a quick look at it here. But it's the corner takers. Corner takers. Corner takers. You haven't assigned anybody there, Peter. I've specifically asked you to do something, and what you've actually done instead is nothing at all. You absolute plum. Imagine if we got him to take the corners. We just don't have very many left-footed players. That's why Lewis Brown has taken so many corners for us over the years. We're going to be back to him taking corners again. No we in this. You came up with it all. That's right, Oisty. I did. All on my own. I am a special set piece boy. Oh, hold on. Hold the phone. Yeah, someone's just pointed out in chat what I've done wrong. It's because I've got this clicked. So if we unclick that. So that means we're going to have Jay Neal taking the corners from the other side and hitting some in-swingers. We'll monitor how he does. If he's absolute trash at them, then we go back to just taking right footers and accepting there's going to be some outswingers. But in-swingers are obviously better than outswingers. How close are we to January? It's the 1st of December. Oh, advent calendar. I haven't got one in it. I instinctively looked to where my advent calendar was. It's the 22nd of January. My advent calendar's long gone, but I miss it. McGilligot's won Player of the Month again. He's won Player of the Month every month he's ever played in the Football League. Any target for the winter transfer window? Yeah, McGilligot's younger brother. I don't think we need to. I mean, we need another midfielder because we're selling Mandy. So we'll have to replace him. We don't really have any money though. It's not like we're planning to do big things. We are struggling financially. In fact, let's look at the difference we've made there. Yeah, we're probably not going to do anything. Someone that can properly take a set piece. We did that. We've got that guy now. Right, we're not watching a Virtue Trophy match. We're instant resulting this again. Because we don't care about it. So it's just instant result. And we're out of that. Excellent. Don't have to worry about that anymore. And then we are playing Bristol Rovers. So let's just rest these rascals. Do, 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 do. Yeah, a left-footed corner taker in January would be lovely. But we just don't have the money for it. And where would he play? Because our right-footed corner taker plays on the left wing. So unless Bukayo Saka's available, I'm not really sure what the solution is. I mean, we'll try for Saka, maybe. I mean, Younger's probably the guy, but the problem is he wants to play in the same position as Edwards. A left-footed centre mid who can take corners. We're asking a lot now, aren't we? A left-footed centre mid who's better than the centre mids we've already got, who can take corners, is a big ask when we've got negative £3,000 a week budget to play with. It's very specific for a situation we have limited control over because of money. Because we threw so much at him, and he is making a difference. He's got 5 assists from 7 matches. He is a creative force. We need him to have a left-footed brother to play on the other side. Amsterdam city government is moving to ban large ocean-going cruise ships from docking in the city centre by 2035. Oh dear, that's less bitter Barlin in 10 years. I don't worry, I've already got a solution. The cruise we're going on in a couple of weeks docks at Rotterdam. We've got an overnight in Rotterdam, so we'll do a day in Rotterdam, and then the other day I'll get the train over to Amsterdam to go to the Lego store and have bitter Barlin. I mean, unless Rotterdam might be lovely. I might not need to go to Amsterdam. We're not there for the boobs and drugs. We're there for the croquettes and the Lego. If Rotterdam can provide me both of those, I never need to go to Amsterdam again. Has anyone ever cruised into Hamburg before, or is from Hamburg? Because our first cruise stop is Hamburg. We're only there for the day, so we're not doing an overnight there. So I don't have time to figure it out and then come up with a plan like I have done previously. Does the ship go? Because looking at Hamburg on a map, it's not on the coast. Does the ship go right into the city centre in Hamburg? That's interesting. Yeah, TwitchCon is in Rotterdam. It's why I didn't go to TwitchCon last year, because I thought Rotterdam could be anywhere. Liverpool, Rome. I just thought Rotterdam sounded a bit boring. Edwards is good. But if we like Rotterdam in a couple of weeks, then I might go to TwitchCon this year. Hamburg has a great Lego store. It does. I've already got my shopping plans for Hamburg sorted. And there's a nice independent Lego store in Bruges as well. We've got a stop at Zeebrugge, and we've already booked the transfer into Bruges. And there's a really cool independent Lego store in Bruges. So all 3 stops should be Lego shopping ahoy. I was talking to Anna about it. 7 nights, we need to make 7 videos, but they don't all have to be vlogs. If we can get 3 Lego shopping videos, then we only have to do 4 vlogs. That's still 7 videos for 7 nights. Completely justifies it as a business expense. Boom. Hamburg does seem to have a cruise terminal in the city, so I guess it's an Amsterdam situation. Going down a river or a canal. How far is The Hague from Rotterdam? Because, yeah, there is a Discovery Centre at The Hague. Or in The Hague. On The Hague. There are 3 cruise terminals in Hamburg. Interesting. Have taken an empty suitcase on the cruise for Lego. I've got a suitcase that is just it's going with Lego. I'm going to take the Black Pearl. I'm going to build a ship on the ship. I'm literally wheeling a suitcase onto the ship that's just going to have a big box of Lego in. And on the way off, it's going to have a built version of the same Lego. Because you can take unlimited luggage on a cruise. So I'm just going to take a whole extra case that's just got Lego in it. The Hague's 20 minutes by train. Isn't Amsterdam only about 20 minutes as well? How close is the Lego shop to where you get off the train in The Hague? Because I guess going to The Hague, where I've never been before, is more interesting than going back to Amsterdam, where I've been like 4 times in the last 5 years. People are going to get bored of me going to Amsterdam. So we do need to come up with a travel itinerary. The Hague Discovery Centre is in the beach town next to The Hague, so that's a tram ride away. Oh, you had me at trams. I love a tram. Football? The Hague Lego store. There's also a normal one is in the city centre. Okay. Are you on P&O? Yes. Well, not now, but will be. Yes. Are you on the same ship? Are you going to be the person who points at me in the buffet and goes, LOLLUJO, this time? Because it was the maddest thing. If it was one of you, own up. Because I had my plate of food. They had their plate of food. We were going in opposite directions. He took his hand off his plate, pointed at me, went, LOLLUJO, and just carried on walking. I never saw him again. Didn't say hello. Didn't. I mean, it could have been Topher. It was mad. I don't mind you stopping and chatting with me, boys and girls. Because that was a bit mental. It was Topher. I should have known by the high vis. Topher always wears high vis. Will these set pieces be making an appearance in Non-League Legend? Not allowed. Some of the things I'm learning from them might be implemented, but I can't bring... Oh, that's such a good goal. Remy. I can't bring outside knowledge into Non-League Legend. I'm on Iona in April to the Fjords. Yeah, it's Iona we're on. I think it's Iona. The big new one. Cruise terminals Lego store is about 1 hour and a quarter for both. What? The Hague and Amsterdam? Is that what you've looked at? The Hague and Amsterdam? Is that what you're saying? So either of them is going to be over an hour each way. Because I think because Anna needs like rest days, the way the sea days work, we've got a sea day either side of Hamburg, so she'll be fine coming into Hamburg because she can have a rest day either side of that when we're at sea, and I'll just keep myself amused building my Lego set and going to the casino. I love the casino on a cruise ship. But then the second half of the trip, we've got the 2 days in Rotterdam, the next day is Bruges, and then the next day we're back in Southampton and getting off. So we've got 4 days in a row of moving about. which she's not going to be able to do. So she wants to come into Bruges because she likes a Flemish stew. So she's definitely coming into Bruges. So I suspect Anna will join me in Rotterdam for the first day there. But the second day in Rotterdam, she'll stay on the ship and recover from the first day and get ready for Bruges. And I'll have a day free in Rotterdam for activities on the second day, which is when I can go to Amsterdam or The Hague or anywhere that's got a Lego store, while Anna is probably having a massage on the ship. You must do a river taxi while in Amsterdam. It's great fun. I did the canal tour in Amsterdam, and it was a bit it's just riding around on a boat, isn't it? And I've also done the river taxi in Spalding, and I assume it's the same. If you've done the Spalding river taxi, you've done all the river taxis, I think. You go from Springfields right into the town centre. It's cracking. The Lincolnshire deep cuts coming out for you now, boys and girls. Hamburg has more bridges than Venice. I would do the canal tour in Hamburg, by the way. Interesting. We just did another football goal. You can do a Rotterdam, The Hague, Amsterdam, Utrecht, Rotterdam train loop and hit all the Lego stores. That sounds like a long day. Yeah, there's a river taxi in Spalding. You can get from the back. If you've been to the Springfields outlet shopping place on the edge of Spalding, if you go to the back of the car park, you can get on a river taxi there and it'll take you into the centre of Spalding. There's nothing in the centre of Spalding. It's a dump. But you can. The best thing about it is you can come back again and get back to Springfields and back in your car. But it is there. The river taxi takes you from the cruise terminal into the city centre. Okay, that sounds like a plan then. Rotterdam has a pinball museum. I can't go. Anna's good at pinball and I'm bad at pinball. When we used to go to Play Expo up in Manchester every year, they would always have like a retro arcade machine and a retro pinball machine area where it was all free to play. So we'd just go in there and spend a couple of hours playing pinball because we both enjoy it, but she would always get higher scores than me. So I'm not going to a pinball museum with Anna because she'll embarrass me. Just found out there's a third Lego store in the Hague area, although the third one is more out of the way. What I really want, rather than like, I don't need to go to more than one Lego store all week, really. I'm looking for independent Lego stores. Like in Bruges, I know there's a really good independent Lego store that I'm already planning on going to. I know Hamburg has like 3 or 4 good independent Lego stores. So when I'm in the Netherlands, yeah, I don't mind hitting like an official Lego store once and that be my Lego store for the trip. Although I would quite like my passport stamp in Germany, so I might go to the Hamburg one as well if it's not too out of the way. But I don't need to go to 3 different the Lego Group retail stores in one day, in 1 week. But if anyone knows of any good independent Lego stores in the Netherlands, like in the area I'm going to be in, ideally Rotterdam, but I'm not going to do the Liverpool or anywhere thing again. But you know, Amsterdam, The Hague, anywhere that I can conceivably get to on my day for activities that has a place where I might find some rare Lego or retired Lego or like built Lego on display models, stuff like that. That's what I'm after. Something a little bit more unique, because I can't make 5 videos of this is this Lego store that has all the current Lego stock in. That's not the greatest content. The Bruges store took me from dad with Lego interest to full Lego fan. Yeah, it's a great store. I went there years ago, but it was before I was making Lego content, so I've never filmed there. But it's, if I remember, if the store is how I remember it, it's got a massive Lego version of the Belfry in Bruges. Massive built things like the centerpiece of the store. It's very cool. Gouda has a Play Today Lego store that seems interesting. I mean, is that where the cheese is from? I'll go to Gouda just for cheese. Oh, I'm in. How far is Gouda from Rotterdam? And am I saying it right? Probably not. If I know one thing about the Netherlands and the Dutch language, it's that I'm not saying that G correctly. That G will be a sound my mouth can't do. Stroopwafels are from Gouda. I like a stroopwafel. I don't like conceding against Salford, but I do like a stroopwafel. Gouda is near Rotterdam and it's pronounced Gouda. There you go. Is there any weird rules about me not being able to bring cheese back into the UK? Because I don't think you can take cheese in the Eurotunnel. I don't know if you can take cheese onto a cruise ship. The last thing I want is to buy a big sack of cheese and have it taken off me as I try and get back on the ship. Football goal. Football goal. You can have it vacuum sealed at most shops and that should be allowed. Ooh. Very good. I think that's his first goal since his new contract. The Play Today Lego store is walking distance from Gouda station. How do the French make money if you can't take cheese anywhere? I mean, I don't have a map on me, but I think the nation of France is geographically connected to more countries, in other ways other than just the Eurotunnel. I think they can. I think there's plenty of places for their cheese to go. It just can't go through the tunnel. It could probably go on ferries. I mean, you can buy French cheese in British shops, so there must be a way they're getting it here. Are you telling me Play Today is a YouTuber? What, a Lego YouTuber? And they've got a store? I might have to reach out to them. If we can do a little collab. Oh, look at Michaela Got Go. Oh. Thank you to Anonymous Gifter for the gifted sub. Disallowed goal. Boo and hiss. Really don't like the word collab. Well, don't like the word collab. I mean, we're seeing that you just can't bring dairy into the UK because of ongoing foot and mouth outbreaks in the EU. There you go. I'll post it back to myself. It'll be fine. Set piece coach here. I'd go back to having the same bloke taking corners. The store has a Lego town hall model. Nice. So I'm going to Gouda is what we've established here. You've talked me down from going to one of the world's great cities, Amsterdam, to Cheese Town and Lego Shop. Not Malik Mothersill. And he's actually scoring goals as well. That can't be the real Malik Mothersill. This match has not gone to plan. Just right. This is a comment on YouTube. Just join the chat. What's the fascination with YouTube with Lego? Yeah, I mean, we probably shouldn't get. We should move on for a start. This is not my. I have a Lego channel as well, but this is not it. We should talk about something other than Lego. You lot dragging me onto Lego again. You know I'll talk about it if you ask me about it. But the people who don't care get bored. I'm streaming on Block Party tomorrow night. If you want to talk about Lego, that's the place. La, da, 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 da. Oh. Fiddle my onions. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. It's all gone wrong. Ah. We now insist on 50 minutes of FM chat on Block Party tomorrow. Anna would soon put a stop to that. She is the Block Party police. We need her in here for this. Make them care about Lego. Isn't that your job? Not on this channel, no. This channel, my job is to gouge Twitch subs out of people with my excellent Football Manager skills. Not that they're on show in this match. Well, that didn't go to plan. Thought the streams were for annoying Reddit. Me existing is for annoying Reddit. It's what I live for. One of the real Reddit crazies has found out about the Lego channel. Not to bring it back round to Lego, but he's someone who, anytime I look for myself on Reddit, which isn't as often as people will have you believe, but every time, whenever I look for myself on Reddit, there's this one guy, and I'm not going to give him the benefit of mentioning who he is, but he'll be all over the thread every time, and he's now found my Lego channel and has left a few of his favourite style of snarky comments, which is nice. I mean, I'm glad he watches everything I do. He's obsessed with me. He knows, he has intimate knowledge of every piece of content I've ever created. So he watches absolutely everything I do. But then spends all his time abusing me on Reddit. It's like, you're paying my rent, sir. Thank you. Please continue hate watching. Weird Wolf, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. Everybody, get your nuts out for Weird Wolf. What a time to be alive. Is it the song guy? I don't know who the song guy is. You've blocked that one. I don't know who you mean. What song guy? Have I missed something? Is there a song guy? I want a song guy. Some dude with weird stuff on SoundCloud. I think I vaguely remember. But when you get as much abuse as I do, you don't remember the specific instances of it. It all kind of blurs together. Right, let's beat Rotherham. Easy peasy. And we're going to do it with a corner goal. Oh. Gotta crack the old knuckles. All this playing on my Switch again is giving me handache. Oh, by the way, first video goes up on SideQuest tomorrow on YouTube. It's just an introduction to the channel. There's not actually any gaming content. It's just a little 5-minute explainer for anyone who has already subscribed to the channel that we've renamed, explaining what's happening so they know they can unsubscribe if they're not interested, and so new people can see what it is. I should have my first like proper video out early next week. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, search LOLLUJO Side Quest on YouTube. We're finally going to have a proper home for my non-Football Manager gaming, which hasn't had a proper home since Topher took over LOLLUJO 2 and made it all about him and called it LOLLUJO Live. Yeah, new channel, LOLLUJO Side Quest. It's not like we're doing a soft launch. I'm experimenting with soft launching it. And we're not really going to be on it consistently and regularly until Pocopia comes out. But the idea is that's going to be the first main game I like play a lot on there. What gaming is going there? We'll be starting off with some Animal Crossing, maybe some Disney Dreamlight Valley. Definitely some Pokemon Pocopia. There might be some Minecraft later in the year. If I get the urge for that again. I feel like doing a clean slate Stardew Valley playthrough. So I've not played Stardew Valley consistently for years, so I might do a Stardew Valley run. I probably won't put Dispatch on there because it doesn't necessarily fit the rest of the games that are on there or will be on there. We'll see. What was the channel called before? You'll find out tomorrow. Go. Football go. It's Johnny Day. Opened up Animal Crossing for the first time in ages today. There is a hotel. That was part of the update that came out last week. Holy order arrived today. Lemon is great. Lovely stuff. Thank you for ordering. Assuming you use my link. If you use someone else's, hope you joke on it. But thank you for ordering. And yeah, it is delicious, isn't it? It's good stuff. Is it the travel channel? No, the vlog channel, I assume you mean. The one that all the travel stuff goes on. No, that still exists. That's going to have lots more travel content on it soon, like the cruise. I'm not telling you what it is. You'll find out tomorrow in the video. You don't need to know what it was. You only need to know what it is now. It's LOLLUJO Side Quest. We're going to be doing some gaming on there. Playing all my lovely cozy games that I like to play. It'll be my excuse to finally buy Hello Kitty Island Adventure, which I've managed to resist so far, but it does look awesome. We're now losing. Form is deserting us. Any interest in the stadium's mod pack? Not even a little bit. No. I can't imagine ever playing Football Manager and thinking, oh, I wish this stadium looked different. I honestly just, and I don't say this lightly, I couldn't care less about what the stadiums look like. So no interest. And I imagine it slows the game down and makes it crash more, would be my guess. Like, and it's not a dig at whoever's put all their hard work into making that. That's just a description of every Football Manager mod ever. No, I've never played Sea of Thieves. I don't like boats. So I don't play it on principle. We are losing football matches all of a sudden. We've given McGilligot a new contract. He's stopped scoring and we've started losing. So whoever's bright idea it was to give him a new contract, this is basically on you. All right, we need to rest them again. He's had his little purple patch after arriving in the league. And now it's all gone wrong. Look, he's not even a goal a game striker anymore. But you're going on a cruise. I am going on a cruise, yes. I like being on boats. I don't like being... Well, I like being on big boats. I don't like small boats. Anyone who saw me go on the whale spotting thing in Tenerife or Lanzarote or wherever it was, somewhere full of canaries, will know that small boats I don't cope with. I like cruises because they're just like big cities on the water. You don't even know you're on a boat. We've transfer listed Younger because we need the money. I don't really want to sell him. But if we get a big offer, we might. But what I'm thinking with the side quest stuff, obviously it'll be mainly videos. There's not really going to be a huge... There's not really... Well, there's not going to be a schedule on there. It'll be mainly videos, but occasionally there'll be streams. And if there's streams, I'll probably dual stream them here on Twitch. So if I decide to stream some Pokemon Pokopia when that first comes out, which I might, rather than polluting LOLLUJO live with it and upsetting Topher, it'll go on side quest. Doesn't matter so much on Twitch if you do random stuff. Twitch doesn't seem bothered by it. Will it link to the podcast at all? It will not. No. I don't want to share my audience with them Herberts. Means I can finally leave the podcast. The reason I've been on the podcast all these years is so that I can justify every games console and game purchase going through the business. If I'm now doing a multi-game channel, I don't need the podcast anymore. That's it, boys and girls. The podcast is finally finished. Remember I asked you about the turkey legs at Disneyland Paris the other day? I do. Just had one for dinner. Absolutely awesome. So tasty and great value. Lovely stuff. And I love the fact that you're sat there on Twitch at Disney. That's great. But I'm glad you enjoyed the turkey. They are good. Value-wise, it's one of the best things you can eat in Disneyland Paris. You're in the hotel. Are you in a Disney hotel or are you in one of the more reasonably priced hotels? I mean, you don't have to announce your location to the stream. You might get some weirdo knocking on your door, but I just like to know about Disney. You should ask Anna if you go to Disney tomorrow. I ask her most days if we can go to Disney tomorrow. She usually says less. Since you've stopped talking about Lego, you've started losing. It is true. I'm still playing FM23 and still enjoying it. Lovely stuff. It's Johnny Day, everybody! At Disney World, my daughter's performing, so it's part of the package. Nice. Well, I hope you have a lovely time. I'm very jealous. Is it still really cold there? I saw a couple of weeks ago, maybe even a week ago, there was all the stuff all over TikTok of it being like blizzards there. I guess it's warmed up a bit here, so it's probably warmed up a bit in France. It's not like it's that far away. But I'd so desperately want annual passes for Disney, and I would go once a month, which is why Anna won't let us get them. Not too cold, 9 degrees. Nice. Out of curiosity, can you elaborate on performing? He's not going to out himself as Minnie Mouse's dad. Before she was married, she was Minnie Benth. I assume that's Ben F. But it might be his surname. I'm a little bit worried about McElligott. He really has just completely gone off the boil. We've broken him. We've subbed him off for the second game in a row. We'd never subbed him off before. This might be his first month not winning Player of the Month in the Football League. Johnny Day. No, it's not Johnny Day. He's fickle after his new contract. Yeah, I told you him being fickle would be a problem. He was just playing for that contract and now he's got it. He knows he's earning 100 grand a year for the next 4 years. He's set up for life now. He had a couple of weeks where he had to try and prove himself, but now he's made. And now we've taken his release clause away as well. He's like, well, there's really no point in me trying. Before, I was trying to earn a deal to earn a move to a big club. But now you're paying me loads of money and I can't leave if I want to. So I'm going to earn my money here for the next 4 years regardless. Nah. We might have to give him a new contract with a release clause in it. To give him something to play for. I would point out as well, he's not earning... I mean, he's still one of the lowest paid players in the squad. Younger is earning more than double what he's earning, and he's played 5 games. They've just broken Johnny Day. This isn't good. Give him a massive goal bonus. I can't really do anything at the moment. He's only just signed his new deal. We're going to have to wait months again. And it's not as if we've got loads of money to give him a massive anything bonus. It's probably for the best that we're not having to pay him his goal bonus. He was going to single-handedly bankrupt us. There you go. We won a football match. That's the important thing. We're still in the automatic promotion spots. Bearing in mind, this season we were just supposed to avoid relegation. So we're doing all right. Johnny Day's made the step up. He's Mr. Bedford. He's still only 23. You don't often see that continuing. I mean, he's obviously not. I mean, I was going to say not at that level, but I mean, he's not far off. He's just missed a consistency as we go up through the leagues. It took him a couple of matches to settle into this league. We doubted him for a smidgen of the start of the season, and now he's just back to doing what he's always done. Oh. Keep Johnny Day until he retires. He can drive the bus like Mick Powell did. I mean, he might want to carry on playing football. Yeah, Johnny Day's done enough at this point to justify a contract for life. But at 23, he's a lot younger than Mick Powell was at this stage. I think by the time we were in League One with home, Mick Powell was already like 27. Johnny Day he's got like 10 plus years of regular first team football left in him. If we get promoted this year, he'll probably want to move on. Is Johnny Day on the club icons list? Is there such a thing in FM26? I certainly wouldn't know where to find it. If you can tell me that exists, tell me where it is, and I'll go look. I'm not sure it exists in this game. It's hard to find, but that suggests it is here somewhere. Maybe in here? Possibly there? No. Try again. Maybe it's in here. Ah ha ha! He's the legend. Johnny Day and Bruno Senna and me are the favoured personnel. I don't think he's one of my boys. What's Bruno Senna up to now? Gresford Athletic in Welsh Wales. McGilligot is everything we thought Senna was. Right, let's do some more football goals. We're going to score a corner here. It is interesting now to know that I genuinely didn't know that was in the game still. It's another perfect example. I've now played... Hold on. I have played 360 hours of FM26 plus everything I played on the... I say everything. Maybe 30 hours on the alpha. So let's say I've played 400 hours of this game. I didn't know that was in there. I just assumed it was one of the things that was missing. It's Spikel Brits in goal for Plymouth. I feel like we've played Plymouth like 15 times this evening. It's always Spikel Brits or Slonina, the young Chelsea or former Chelsea goalkeeper. They're the only two goalkeepers we're facing. Still struggling 4 years into FM with tactics. It's definitely a game with a learning curve. Oh, corner ahoy! Corner alert. McGallagher! There he is. From a corner, boys and girls. What a time to be alive. I think we can officially answer the name of the stream now. Have Sports Interactive nerfed corners? No, you just need a 6'6" striker with 20 jumping reach, and you'll still score very occasional corners. Yes, they've nerfed corners. Obviously, they've nerfed corners. About time too. They needed nerfing for years. Oh, look at him dancing down the left-hand side now. Never doubted him. Who said he was fickle? Fickle my eye. I think you're adding an extra G. An extra G to what? I'm not adding an extra G to McElligot. 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 That corner tactic used in the network game was crazy. It was the one we were using in this save before we abandoned it last stream because it just wasn't working anymore. It's finally stopped working after all these years. The mad thing is that same routine had worked for like 5 FMs. It was the same one I was using in the Streamer Showdown years ago. So it was time. Right, let's have another football goal. It's Johnny Day. It's... It is indeed a very purple kit, Topher. It's beautiful. I like a purple kit. I've got a purple Football Manager shirt around somewhere. Might be in the storage unit. With most of my football shirts. But I think one of the FMFC shirts over the years was purple. Or maybe 2 of them. Johnny Day. Spikle Brits. My word. But it is a corner. We don't get to see it. Do you have a title for this video? Need to give Will a thumbnail. I mean, it's been all about corners. I don't know what you called the last one. But the title of the stream, I think, probably could work just as well as the title of the video. Or maybe elaborate on it a little bit. Have Sports Interactive nerfed corners, something like that. Can we get corners working again? Do you want to build a corner? Corners are us. Hey, hey, it's a corner. Something about corners, Topher. Ask ChatGPT to brainstorm thumbnails about corners. Oh, what's this? What's happening here? There he is defensively as well. He is just an absolute unit. Oh, God, yeah. Can you imagine Slam Dunk in this team? What's he doing with himself now? We might need to bring Slam Dunk out of retirement. That would be sensational. It's not often I remember players from previous saves, but he's definitely in the Hall of Fame for that corner delivery. There you go. The only problem is he plays on the left-hand side, same as Edwards. Edwards would have to go over to the right to get Slam Dunk in the team. Do you reckon Slam Dunk could invert in 2026? Or would he not stand for any of that nonsense? We've got so few left footers. We've not even got one on the pitch at the moment. Our reserve right back's playing left back. Our backup striker's playing left wing. We just need a left footed player. Is Gracie left footed? Could he take the corners? Because he's another tall boy. No, even he's not left footed. Everyone has to pay 100%. They are the rules. We are having a financial crisis. It wouldn't surprise me as we enter the final week before the transfer window opening if the board cut my budgets even further because of that situation, that would trouble me. I'd be a little upset by it. I think where we are now, with a little wheel of dealing, we might be able to do a little bit of business. And they might realise that and feel the need to cut it further. Am I going to end the stream when the transfer window starts? Probably, yeah. We'll do the transfer window on Sunday. All in one go. So we've got a couple more matches tonight. Can't see the player's connection in tactic screen after 2 years. I don't know what that means. When the assistant suggests squad, it does show, but in tactic screen, none. I don't know what that means. Do you mean these lines? Are they in the tactic screen? No. I mean, I guess my response to that, there you can see it if you go on there. My response is probably who cares? But if you go to both, it looks like you can. So it's only on the combined one you can't. Presumably because if you have completely different in and out of possession shapes, players won't necessarily be near each other on the combined and you'd have the lines going across in weird different directions. Have you tried clicking on both? I mean, I don't care about them. So it doesn't bother me at all that they're not there. But I suggest maybe log it as a bug. Send your save file to SI so they can look into it. They can only fix the bugs they know about. Right. Let's beat Lincoln. Didn't we put like 20 goals past Lincoln earlier in the season? Wasn't this where the run started against Lincoln? This might be where the run ends. But we want to batter Lincoln again. Stupid, stripy shirted Wallies. Imagine being so indecisive you can't even decide what colour you want your shirts to be, so you have to go with stripes. Oh, I don't know if we want to be red or white. Let's do both. Grow up. Pick a colour. Your wombats. McElligott. He's in again. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Look at that. Corners ahoy. Beautiful. Just curious, Kev, how come wing play and not gegenpress? Because, contrary to popular belief, I don't ever gegenpress with a team that's not suited to gegenpress. I need my assistant manager to put a little thumbs up next to gegenpress on the tactic creation screen for me to use a gegenpress. Otherwise, I'll use something else. I usually will start with one of the ones that they've thumbsed up. I don't think we currently have the thumbs up next to wing play, but wing play's still working, so we're still using it. But if wing play stopped working, we'd go back to that tactics creation screen and go with one of the ones that's got the thumbs up next to it again, because that's my assistant manager telling me the styles of play that suit the squad that we've got. And this squad couldn't play gegenpress. They're just not suited to it. I've never been one to brute force players into a meta tactic, no matter what Reddit would have you believe. That's a good goal. We always use tactics that suit players. The reason the Streamer Showdown you'd always see me using gegenpress or vertical tiki-taka is because in the Streamer Showdown we'd always be using world-class players who could do it. If we did the Streamer Showdown with non-league teams, you'd have seen me winning Streamer Showdowns doing wing play. Come on, let's do another football goal. We want McElligott back to a goal a game average by the end of this stream. So he needs to score a couple of hat-tricks. And that would probably be enough to get him player of the month again for the third month in a row. And continue his progress towards being the greatest League One striker in history. Forget that. Greatest League One player in history. Which he already is. But he needs to really cement it. There's a lot of goalkeepers I've heard of playing in this league. A lot of Premier League third choice goalkeepers seem to have made it down into League One by 2031. That's a good save from Gracie. Told you Gracie was good. Now Johnny Days stopped scoring. Reece Dottin, by the way. Oh, we can't show you his career history. Or can we? He's another one who deserves a lot of credit for getting better with us. Because we first got him in the National League North. We had him on loan for Southampton in the National League North. And how about that for consistency, going from National League North up to League One? His average rating has always been within 0.03 of the same amount. He's always been within 0.02 of his career average rating. He is the definition of kind of a 6.86 player. Lovely stuff. He's just not noticed us getting promoted. He's like, yeah, it's the same, boss. Every league's the same. I'm going to give you that consistent 6.86 and you're going to like it. And he's right. I will like it. Can we offer some encouragement, please? Do 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 do. Bom bom bom. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do you still do your starting tactics the same? I'm not sure what that means. The same as what? Well, we didn't thump Lincoln this time, and that makes me sad. I enjoy walloping them rascals. We are still in second place, though, which is less sad. Haven't played FM for a few years and got back into it. How do you select multiple players to rest them without individually clicking each player? Hold down. Hold on. I'll show you now. Oh. I'll try and show you. You hold down Shift, click on the top one, click on the bottom one, and it highlights all of them. Which has been the way I've always done it, but apparently there used to be a way to drag over them with the mouse on older versions of the game, but I never knew that. Hold Shift, drag down and right click. Excuse me? Shift, drag. I don't know what you mean by drag down. Hold Shift. I don't know. Your way sounds bonkers. I don't think it works. Hold Shift, click the top one, click the bottom one. Shift, top. Oh, you can add to it. But yeah, top or even top one, Shift, bottom one. I don't know what that other way you're talking about is. What transfer am I confirming here? Oh yeah, loans. I mean, load a game, pick a tactic, then pick the best 11 roles and duties and just see what happens. I mean, yeah, that's the starting point. And then we tweak from there. It's the only logical way to play the game. Mighty McGilligot. I agree. That's literally what I meant. It's what I meant. I just said very different things. Right, this is going to be our last game of the stream. We're away against McDongs. We could ruin the next few days of our lives if we lose to this shower. So we better make sure we don't, eh? Swap those two around. We're not playing Thomas as the target man and McElligott as the poacher. That's madness. Where's Johnny Day? Injured. He's back tomorrow, though. Ollie Thomas with a rare start. Let's have one more corner. One for the road, boys and girls. Do you want to score a corner? Yes, please. That would be nice. Anna's here. What do you mean, do your hair? Are you asking for permission to colour your hair? Does it smell?
It shouldn't do.
Oh, do what you want. Oh, I won't drink it. Just came and said, "Can I colour my hair?" I'm like, mm-hmm. Everyone says hi, Anna.
Hello.
There you go. Anna says hello, everybody.
Tell Kevin to buy me more Lego.
Look, I showed them these, so they know we're getting married next week or the week after. Sorry, we're getting married on the cruise. We're taking these on the cruise. We're getting married. That's what I'm gonna have as my wedding ring. If you didn't see these earlier in the stream, boys and girls, Anna let slip on a Lego stream. She's now finally going to agree to get married after being engaged for like 15 years. So I bought these as a way of cementing that. 14 years? 13 years? What's the difference? But yeah, so this is our representatives marrying fugglers. That's a box of Harry Potter books. Because they were on offer and I bought them, so I want to reread them. Because I like them.
You need a bookcase.
Someone has asked an important qualifying question. Did you agree to get married or did you agree to get married to me? She's just giving a look. We were speculating if you're going to take my name, and if you are, which one will you take and which one of yours will you give up? The consensus was you should be called Anna Kevin. Or maybe I could take one of your names. And then Dave will take one of my names.
No, I take your name.
McGilligot! Can we both be called McGilligot? Can we be Mr. and Mrs. McGilligot?
No, I'll be a Chapman and then we'll change Ruth to a Chapman.
Do I not get to change my name? I want to be Kevin McGilligot.
No.
After my favourite footballer. But yeah, we're getting married on the cruise with those fugglers as our witnesses. It's going to be great.
They can't sign.
What do you mean they can't sign?
Well, you have to sign.
They'll figure it out. I really am looking forward to wearing the tooth ring.
I don't think it even fit on any of your fingers.
Well, then we'll put it round my wang instead.
Oh. It'll fit round my eye, though.
Hey, we got her to say it. I don't know if the microphone picked that up. I want that clipping and framing. Lovely stuff, Mr. and Mrs. Johnny Day. Yeah, exactly. What? I should have clarified. What colour is she changing her hair to? I'm colourblind. I never know when she dyes her hair. We're doing a Lego stream tomorrow on Block Party. If she's blonde, can you let me know so I can comment on it? Because she always gets annoyed when she dyes her hair and I don't notice. And I get told off, "Oh, you never notice anything." Yeah, well, I'm colourblind. Two 2-0 in our local derby. I mean, I think that was a shot from Brown, but we get away with it. I can't see the original post from Crystal Palace 1, but the response from Fiery Chariot is bang on. If you want to know whether FM26 is worth playing, there's a free demo on Steam. You can play 6 months in-game. Try it for yourself. If you enjoy those 6 months, then yeah, it's probably worth it for you. If you don't, it probably isn't. Frankie McGilligot Chapman. Come on! If I can't have his name, he's going to have mine. It's going to be a 3-way wedding. It's going to be me and Anna marrying him. I think that's reasonable. There are few things in life more satisfying than turning up in Milton Keynes, having some meatballs at IKEA, and then wandering across the road to watch a recently non-league team spank them with more fans in attendance than the home fans. What a time to be alive. We'll go to the Big Asda on the way home. Yeah. Come on. Oh, he's so good at everything. Apart from penalties, we have learnt that. But he's good at everything else. He's so good, he'll probably score penalties if we ask him to take one. It's Ollie Thomas Day! It doesn't work quite the same way, but that's a good goal from Thomas. Who has been the biggest victim of McElligott turning up. Because Thomas is another one who's been a starter since non-league for us and has only lost his space to the best signing I've ever made in Football Manager. It's not because Thomas isn't good enough anymore. We had that year where we signed Thomas, Day, Reece Dottin, all in the same 6-month period. What a purple patch of transfers that was. We put together a wonder team that is charging up the leagues. I think Lewis Brown was part of that intake as well. We literally signed the core of the team for years and promotions to come. Do you think people who bought FM26 should get a discount on FM27, seeing as it's basically a beta for FM27? No. No, I don't. I've played 360 hours of it. I've had my money's worth. Admittedly, the version I'm playing on I didn't pay for, but I did buy 15 copies, and I've still had my money's worth. I mean, it'd be a nice gesture, but I don't think it's anything anyone should expect. I don't think it's something that Sports Interactive should do. If they decide they can take another financial hit after the last two, then fine. I'm not going to argue if the game's a bit cheaper, but I'd be keener for just a return to normality where they make money the way they used to and make games the way they used to. Because you got to remember, it is cheaper than most games still now. And as a price per hour of entertainment, it's still one of the best value entertainment products out there. Is this a new thing in FM26, players having more staying power even after promotions? I mean, it's difficult to say based on just one save. If we've got other evidence from other people's saves that that is happening, then maybe I could just be a bit special at doing transfers. Right, we are going to stop it here. I'm going to look at all the contract stuff and the start of the January window in Sunday night stream. So we will end things there. A little bit before 10 o'clock, but I need to go and walk into the bedroom and say, oh my God, you're dyeing your hair. You could have told me. And I feel like that ship will sail if we stay on until 10 o'clock. Plus, it'll make Sunday's stream a bit weird if we start midway through the window. So we will continue on Sunday night from there. Thank you very much for watching, boys and girls. Thank you very much. Toodle Pip. Is Topher here to do a raid, or are we just going bye-byes? We might just be going bye-byes. Bye-bye, everybody. I'll see you very soon. Oh, he's doing a raid. He's in. Don't forget, if you want to watch me streaming some Lego building, I'll be doing that on Block Party tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on the Block Party YouTube channel. So hopefully I'll see some of you there, where if tonight's stream is anything to go by, we'll spend most of the stream talking about Football Manager. Toodle pip, everybody.